Hello student, today we are going to discuss most important theorem, Lagrange's theorem. Okay, Lagrange's theorem of group theory. So statement of Lagrange's theorem is, if G is finite group and H is subgroup of G, okay, G is finite group and H is subgroup of G, then order of H divides order of G. This is statement of Lagrange's theorem. But before that, we see that first note or remark. Note before Lagrange's theorem. Note, if in previous lecture we see that right coset, left coset, and their example. Okay, so here using right coset, left coset definition, so proof of Lagrange's theorem. Here firstly note, if HA1, HA2, HA3 up to so on, this is right cosets. Okay, this is right cosets of group G. This is K distinct right cosets are HAK are K distinct right coset, K distinct right coset of H in G, K distinct right coset of H in G, then G equal to union of this K distinct cosets. Okay, HA1 union HA2 union up to so on union HAK. Okay, if G has K distinct right coset or left cosets. Okay, right or left here, whatever right or left. So if G has K distinct right or left cosets, then G equal to union of this K distinct right coset or left coset. Okay, this is very important note. So using these notes, we have to prove Lagrange's theorem. So Lagrange's theorem. Lagrange's theorem. Okay, this is important for university exam. So statement of Lagrange's theorem. Statement. What is statement of Lagrange's theorem? If G is finite, means G contains a finite number of elements. G contains a finite number of elements. If G is finite group, and H is subgroup of G, okay, H is subgroup of G, then order of H divides order of G. Okay, this is statement. Statement says that given statement says that G is finite. Okay, means order of G is finite and H is subgroup of G. Okay, H is subgroup of G. Then order of H, whatever order of H is divides order of G. This is statement. So using this theorem, we also solving two problem, how to finding subgroup of. Okay, using this theorem. So before proof of this theorem. Okay, how to prove this theorem? Here number of two cosets. Two cases here. One is if H is improper means H equal to identity or G itself, then order of H is always divides order of G. Okay, but order of H is not equal to singleton identity or G itself, means not equal to trivial subgroup. Okay, this H is not trivial subgroup, then to finding order of H divides order of G. Okay, this here two cases. So let G be a finite group. Let G be a finite group such that suppose that order of G equal to n. Okay, suppose that order of G equal to n is finite number of elements. G contains n number of elements. So and H is subgroup of G. So case first. Okay, H is subgroup of G. So if H is improper subgroup of G. Okay, this is first case. If H is improper subgroup, then improper subgroup means H equal to singleton identity or G itself. Okay, this is two improper subgroup. So if H is improper subgroup of G, H is improper subgroup of G, that is H equal to singleton identity or H equal to G. Okay, G itself, group G itself. Then if H equal to singleton identity means H contains only one element, identity element contain, then order of H equal to 1. Okay, order of H equal to 1, but 1 always divides n. Okay, but 1 always divides n, which implies that 1 is order of H divides order of G. Okay, theorem is true for this case. Okay, and if H equal to G, then order of H equal to n, because order of G is n. So order of H and order of G are equal. So but n divides n, which implies that order of H always divides order of G. Means for H is improper subgroup, then theorem is true for improper subgroup. Okay, that is therefore theorem is true for improper subgroup. Theorem is true for improper subgroup H of G. Okay, this is first case. So second case, second, if H is not improper subgroup. Okay, if H is not improper means proper subgroup. If H is proper subgroup of G, that is proper subgroup means H is not equal to identity and H is not equal to G itself. Okay, that is H is not equal to singleton identity and H is not equal to G. Okay, itself. So how to proving then order of H divides order of G? Okay, how to proving? Here H is not equal to identity, which implies that order of H is not equal to 1 and H is not equal to G, means order of H is also not equal to n, means order of H is lies in between 1 and n. Okay, order of H is not equal to 1 and not equal to n, which means that order of H must be lies in between 1 and n. Okay, so suppose that order of H equal to m, where m is in between 1 and m. Okay, let order of H equal to m, says that m for m is lies in between 1 and n. Okay, where m is not equal to 1 and m is not equal to n, and m is in between 1 and n. So therefore h equal to m elements contain h1 h2 h3 up to so on hm. This is m elements contains h. Okay, and this is subgroup of G here, because this is in given statement H is subgroup of G which has m elements. So let HA, this is right coset. Okay, HA denotes the right coset. HA denotes the right coset of H in G for A belongs to G. Okay, so H in G for A belongs to G, HA equal to, or A belongs to G, right coset is H1A, H2A up to so on HMA. Okay, then HA contains m distinct elements. Okay, m distinct elements. Okay, why these m elements are distinct? Because if these elements are equal, then suppose that H1A and H2A are these elements are equal. If these elements are equal, then A get cancelled, because here equality, then right cancellation law, A get cancelled, and which implies that H1 equal to H2. But H1 is not equal to H2. If H1 equal to H2, then order of H is not equal to m, because here order is less than m. Okay, so this is all distinct elements, m distinct elements. Okay, this right coset contains m distinct elements. In previous example also seen that if h equal to previous example in z equal to both example z6. Okay, and their subset is 0, 3. Then they have in right cosets elements also different. Okay, so here also HA equal to H1A, H2A, HMA are m distinct elements. So m distinct element, because if suppose that why this is m distinct element, because suppose that here one of the elements, any two elements suppose that are equal, HIA equal to HJA, where I is not equal to J, means this is 1, 2, this is I. Then by right cancellation law, HI equal to HJ. Okay, I is not equal to J by right cancellation law. Okay, and this is HI equal to HJ, this HI, this elements of H itself. Okay, so elements of H, this HI equal to HJ, which implies that elements of H are repeated. Okay, these elements are repeated, which is not possible. Why this is not possible? Which is not possible because or since order of H equal to m, and if elements are repeated, order of H equal to m, and if elements are repeated, then order of H equal to m, and if elements are repeated, then order of H is less than m, and which is contradiction. So these elements means this elements is must be distinct. This is not equal to. Okay, so HA contains m distinct elements. Okay, as order of pH equal to m, and thus HA means right coset of H in G. HA contains m distinct elements. Okay, that is order of HA also equal to m. Okay, that is order of HA equal to m. In fact each right coset of H contains m distinct elements. Okay, so how to here, if H is proper subgroup of G, then H is not equal to identity type and H is not equal to G, means order of H is lies in between 1 and n. So H, suppose that H contains m elements, so this is m elements and this is not repeated element, so only containing their right coset. Okay, suppose that this is one right coset is HA. Okay, HA contains m distinct element because HI equal to HIA equal to HGA, means two elements are equal. Suppose that means repeated. For I is not equal to J, then HI equal to HJ, and these elements are repeated. Then order of H is less than m. So these elements are not repeated, which implies that this element also not repeated. So HA contains m distinct element. This is one coset. So H has m distinct. Suppose that H has k distinct right coset. Whatever may be a right coset, all right coset of H contains exactly m elements. Okay, each right coset of H contains right coset whatever may be, number of right coset whatever may be. Suppose that which is k l m. Okay, number of right coset is whatever it may be, but elements of right coset in right coset, number of elements are exactly m. Okay, and which are all distinct elements. So each right coset of H contains m distinct elements. Okay, now also given that G is finite. This is given in hypothesis. Okay, with therefore number of right cosets, also finite. Okay, G is finite, which implies that depends on A. Right coset depends on elements of G. Okay, therefore number of right coset also finite, because G has contained finite number of elements, and we choosing elements from G to find right coset. So which in right coset also finite. Okay, suppose that this finite number, suppose there are k distinct right coset. Suppose there are k distinct right coset of H in G. Suppose that this is k distinct right coset. Okay, and this k distinct right coset which contains exactly m distinct elements. Each coset contains m distinct elements. So which are, suppose that which are k distinct coset are, suppose HA1, HA2 up to so on HAK. Okay, this is k distinct right cosets. Okay, and in above note, if G has k distinct right cosets, in our note here. This is, if K distinct coset, then G equal to union of this K cosets. Okay, so which implies that G has K distinct coset, G equal to union of these elements, HA1 union HA2 union up to so on union HAK. G is written in the form of union of this right coset. Okay, and which implies that order of G equal to order of this union of all elements. Okay, HA2 union up to so on union HAK, and this is equal to union of these elements means union of each addition of order of each element means order of HA1 plus order of HA2 plus so on order of HAK. Okay, order of HAK. Therefore, but order of HA1, order of HA2 are M. Why this is M? Because here each right coset of H contains M distinct elements. So order of each right coset is M. M plus so on up to M. This is K times because K distinct right coset, and this is Km, and order of G is N. Okay, and therefore by definition of divisibility, M divides N. Okay, by definition of divisibility, M divides N, and but M is order of H. Okay, which implies that order of H divides order of G, or N is order of G and M is order of H. So order of G divides order of H divides order of G, or order of G is so order of H divides order of G. Okay, or order of H is divisible, order of G is divisible by order of H. This is proof of theorem. Okay, means proof. So this is most important theorem. So how to prove this theorem? So firstly, consider case first. H is improper subgroup. Then this is all obvious term. Okay, because 1 divides N and N divides N. So theorem is true. But when H is not improper subgroup, means H is proper subgroup, then order of H equal to not equal to 1 and N. Okay, so means order of H is in between 1 and N, whatever may be order. So here considering orders, their order is M, where M is lies in between 1 and N. So H contains these elements H1, H2, H3 up to Hm. M elements contain H. So then their right coset also contains M distinct elements. Okay, why this is contains M distinct elements? In previous lecture also seen that number of elements in right coset are distinct or not. Okay, so HA contains M distinct elements. Why this is there? Because this is a reason of distinct elements. Why this is not same elements? Okay, if there this is same elements, means repeated elements, this all repeated elements, their order of H is less than M. Okay, so therefore order of H is less than M, and so this contradiction, because order of H equal to M. Okay, therefore these elements are not repeated. Okay, means order G has K distinct right coset, each of order is M, means these all right cosets are which contains K M distinct elements. Okay, each right coset of H contains M distinct elements. So again, given that in theorem, statement of theorem says that G is finite. Okay, G finite means number of right cosets also finite, because right coset depends on G, because all elements are choosing from A. This A belongs to G, and then finding right coset. So G is finite, the number of right coset also finite. So suppose that this is k distinct right coset, okay, and which is say name as H1, H2 up to so on Hak, okay. This is a k distinct coset, and if note says that if G has k distinct right coset, then G is union of k distinct right coset. So here we are using this note G equal to union of this right coset. So order of G equal to order of this all element, or this all right coset. So G equal to order of H1 plus order of H2 up to so on order of Hk, and each of right coset of order is m, because this all right coset contains m distinct elements, so which implies that each right coset has order m, which implies that m plus up to m with k times, okay, means km, and by using definition of divisibility, m divides n, okay. Therefore m is order of H and n is order of G. So statement is true for proper subgroup, means G is finite group and H is subgroup of G, then order of H divides order of G. Now to solving using this theorem to solve examples to solving here examples, okay. How to solving this using this theorem to solving examples. Suppose that next example in Lagrange's theorem, okay. Let example, if Z6 plus if Z6 plus is a group, then find all subgroup of Z6 plus. How to finding subgroup of Z plus Z6, okay. Solution of this, let Z6 equal to, what is elements of Z6? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, okay. This is group with respect to addition. We know that what we know that Lagrange's theorem says that G is finite. Here Z6 is finite because there are 6 number of elements, 6, okay. Order of H divides order of G, that is order of G divides order of G is divided by order of H, okay. So here Z6 has divisor, order of H divides order of G, which implies that 6 has divisor. What is divisor of 6? Is 1, 2 is also divisor of 6, 3 is also divisor of 6, 4 is not, 5 is not, okay, and 6 is itself divisor of 6, okay. Means order of H divides 1, 2, 3 and 6. This is divisor of 6. This all divisor of 6, and this is 1 divided 6. Means order of their subgroup. To finding subgroup of Z6 means each subgroup of order 1 or 2 or 3 or 6 in, okay. If H is subgroup of G, then order of H equal to order of G divides D, okay. Using where D is divisor of n, okay. So using this note, okay. In previous example, what previous note, here note using that if here note in previous example in cyclic group. Okay, in cyclic group, definition of cyclic group in that lecture, here notice in that if G if D is divisor of n, means order of G equal to n, and D is divisor of n, divisor of n, then order of H, means H is subgroup of G, then order of H equal to order of G divides D. This is notes in definition of cyclic group lecture. So when using this note, okay, so order of H equal to order of G divides D. So using this, H is which implies that D is the divisor of n, and G is here also given that condition, G where G is cyclic. Okay, G cyclic means G has generator, G is generated by A, then A raised to R is also generated by elements of G are of the form of A raised to R. Okay, using this all elements, if how to solve it, if H is generated by D, if H is generated by D, then D is divisor of G, then D equal to divisor of 6 are 1, 2, 3 and 6. Okay, so firstly, when D equal to 1, means D is divisor of n, means D equal to 1, then order of H, this is subgroup. Okay, their order of H equal to n divides D equal to n, here 6 divides 1 equal to 6, means H contains 6 elements. When D equal to 1, divisor of n is equal to 1, then H contains 6 elements, and this is subgroup. H contains 6 elements means their subgroup is Z6 has subgroup is must be H is generated by 1. Okay, D is generated by H is generated by D, means H is generated by 1, then H contains 6 elements. H contains 6 elements, so this is 6 elements is G itself, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, then next, if so second when D equal to 2, then order of H equal to n by D equal to 6 by 2 equal to 3, means H contains 3 elements. So H is generated by 2, then generated by 2 plus 0 is 2 plus 1 is here generated by 2. What is generated by 2 elements are only 3 elements contain. Okay, 2, 4 and 0, 6 is congruent to 0. Okay, generated by 2. Okay, 2, 4, 0, 2, 4, 0, these elements are repeated. So why these elements are repeated? Because generated by 2, here elements are generated. So for cyclic group generated by A, using this definition, generated by with respect to addition. Okay, n into A. Okay, elements of generated by A is of the form of n into A, where n belongs to set of integer Z. This is definition of generated by A with respect to addition. Okay, this is with respect to addition. So here generated by A elements are, okay, when generated by 2, then generated by 2, then 0 into 2, 0. Okay, 2 into 1, 2 into 2 multiplied by each elements of Z6. 2 multiply by each elements of Z6. So 2 into 1 2, 2 into 2 4, okay, 2 into 3 6, 6 is congruent to 0 mod 6, okay, again 2 into 4 8, 8 is congruent to 2 modulo 6, then their value is 6, again 4, again so on for up to, okay. Therefore these 2 0 2 4 0 to 4 are, these elements are repeated, so generated by 2 elements are 0 to 4, okay. And order of pH equal to means order of pH is contains 3 elements, okay. So then next example, sorry, if next divisor, if D equal to 3, then order of pH equal to, what is order of pH? What is order of pH? N divides 3 means 6 divides 3 equal to 2, okay, that is H contains only 2 elements, so generated by 3 elements is 0 into 3 0. This 3 is multiplied by G means Z6, okay. 3 multiplied by each elements of Z6. 3 into 0 0, 3 into 1 3, 3 into 2 6, 6 is congruent to 0 mod 6, so their value is 0. Again 3 into 3 9, 9 is congruent to 3 modulo 6, their value is 3. Again 4 say 12, okay, 3 into 4 12, 12 is congruent to 0 mod 6, so their value is and this value are repeated, so only contains 2 elements, distinct 2 elements, okay. Therefore this is one subgroup of Z6. Again if D equal to 6, then order of H equal to 6 by 6 equal to 1, means H contains only one element and which is identity, okay. Generated by 6 is 0. This is identity of Z6. Therefore subgroup of Z6 are Z6 itself, singleton identity itself, then this is 0 to 4, okay, this is 0 to 4 and one is 0 3. This is 4 subgroups of subgroups of Z6, okay. Then next example, solve this example in home. If Z12 plus is group, then find all subgroup of Z12 with respect to addition, okay. Solve in similar way in home, okay. Try to solve this example, okay.